game started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And now on second down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Handoff to the lone back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Back to the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
With the catch, it's Horn. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the ground with the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
To the air, it's Sanders. Fires into traffic, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
From the gun, running back on the move. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They give it to him again. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Trying play action. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab enough for the first. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. That's you've seen the.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snares it outside. It's Hunter. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. He makes the connection. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Handoff to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They'll keep it on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Snagged end zone. Touchdown, Bucks.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona has
Colorado gone win.
out to bear down. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Floating away. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains.
3rd and short for an offense is definitely their friend. I mean, you can even call a pass when you got a playmaker like this. And he
Him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a
Live lagging.
missile, and the heat that he sought with the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lazy.
NVM Colorado playing like shit.
And take it back to the house.
And the BAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 33, set to kick.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Horn. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Running with power. Finding an escape route. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense has a 2nd down play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough.
Yeah, bro, trash. Face blue smiling.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 45 on its way. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The give to the tailback. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20s.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll run play action. The throw. And that pass is intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse.
Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Fafita. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's McMillan. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On fourth down, they'll run it looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. They'll try the right side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. They stripped it out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
The Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. He's got it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the ground. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's McMillan. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, it just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Back to pass, it's Fafita. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those two turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
He's open on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Now improvising.
job by the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Sanders. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going up top. It's complete. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bucs!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it, going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. If it happened, those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the run, it's Conley. The Wildcats pick up the first down. Offense in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. He makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Handoff from the shotgun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Arizona in a hurry. Give to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. Moving out of the pocket. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Dude selling.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop of the 19.
How you got Colorado playing like this?
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first.
I can't believe this dude.
Short. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play action pass.
This gotta be a joke.
Selling that fake. You could tell defense.
Where's the cameras?
Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Laughing my fucking ass off.
Interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they capitalize.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
His tremendous field position.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him.
Boy, some buns.
As soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Horn. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through?
He's going to fire deep. And he's thrown another interception. Takes it the other way. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job
Hello.
on it and making the catch. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you can't.
Who is UFO Nagy?
He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Got a man. It's McMillan. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
You like NCAA phone guy?
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to him on the ground. He'll pick up 3 before he's down at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Coming after it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Going for it on fourth down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. Touchdown, Arizona. They take the lead with the 6. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 33, set to kick this one away.
Going for the return. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Line gets set, first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona! He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns.
Whoever using Colorado is pile of poo waste basket.
Shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. He's taking the shot. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Kept it on the
Pile of poo, pile of poo, pile of poo, pile of poo, pile of poo.
quick touch pass to the receiver. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were...
Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. Nothing but green ahead. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Colorado, 28.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Litter in bin sign.
As close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They're going to throw it again. Quarterback now breaking the field. He throws one to the left. And that's going to be
Peach, peach, peach.
going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Offense, quick tempo. Back to throw, it's Sanders. He finds his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Pile of poo.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Colorado. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question. Nice job.
Too late, should have been doing the shit.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come
Laughing my ass off, nigga, getting smoked by Arizona, broku, no way.
dances away. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. Slips through the line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To throw, it's Sanders. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance.
Oh, shite.
Defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm gonna win. Let's go, defense.
Here comes the two-point try.
Shit getting good face with tears of joy face with tears of joy face with tears of joy face with tears of joy.
Got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big
Pile of poo.
catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Really nice time.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense.
Arizona won.
Of 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient, you want to finish the deal, but you might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good position. Hang on to it and milk that clock.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Keeps looking downfield. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Dances away to buy time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
55, Colorado, 43.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffalo Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's got it down the left, running toward the tape. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffs!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock.
Too late for all that weak as a bitch.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The quarterback takes a knee. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said,
Stop running, DH gone fumble.
I changed the questions.
RB.
True, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all